Well, Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump had a brief but respectful exchange today with a somber handshake at the Ground Zero ceremony to honor the victims of the deadliest terrorist attack in American history. Hours earlier, the two faced off for their first debate, showing their very different views on America's present and future. CBS's Ed O'Keefe brings us the latest.
Less than 12 hours after stepping off the debate stage, Vice President Harris and former President Donald Trump crossed paths again in Lower Manhattan today as the nation marked 23 years since the 9/11 attacks. The Harris team is pushing for the two contenders to meet again in October. But Trump, who repeatedly fell into rhetorical traps set by Harris, today said he's not so sure.
I think that, are we going to do a rematch? I just don't know. But we'll think about it.
The former president tried to dismiss the surprise endorsement of Harris late Tuesday by pop star Taylor Swift, who has 283 million followers on Instagram.
She'll probably pay a price for it in the marketplace.
Swift cited Harris's choice of running mate Tim Walz and his standing up for a woman's right to her own body. During the debate, Harris attacked Trump for nominating Supreme Court justices that helped end federal protections for abortion rights.
The government, and Donald Trump certainly, should not be telling a woman what to do with her body.
The two candidates sparred over the economy and inflation.
Donald Trump left us the worst unemployment since the Great Depression.
She doesn't have a plan. She copied Biden's plan, and it's like 4 sentences. Like run, spot, run.
Trump made several false statements, like claiming millions of undocumented immigrants are crossing into the country each month, that the Biden administration has had perhaps the highest inflation rate in the nation's history, and that Haitian immigrants are eating pets in the city of Springfield, Ohio.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
A Springfield city official has disputed those claims.
You talk about extreme.
On a split screen, Harris's facial reactions often said what she couldn't with a muted microphone. At one point, she called out what world leaders think of Trump.
And it is absolutely well known that these dictators and autocrats are rooting for you to be president again because they're so clear. They can manipulate you with flattery and favors.
Harris also looked to provoke him by criticizing his rallies.
You will see during the course of his rallies, he talks about fictional characters like Hannibal Lecter. He will talk about windmills cause cancer. And what you will also notice is that people start leaving his rallies early out of exhaustion and boredom.
People don't go to her rallies. There's no reason to go. We have the biggest rallies, the most incredible rallies in the history of politics.
So with 55 days to go, Harris is headed to North Carolina tomorrow, while Trump is heading west to Arizona. As for another possible debate, Trump is publicly skeptical, but both teams are in talks with networks about a second encounter, and interest remains high. More than 57 million people watched last night, Margaret, more than watched the first debate back in June.
What did they learn, and were their minds changed? Ed, we'll have to
be continued.
Exactly.